I'm going to give you a, what would we call this, a Christmas recommendation? Right, that's a PTZ. As it happens, we've put it, we're just talking about one of them, not the set, not the nothing, just one. And what we've done we've put it on the corner of the building. So, okay, I own my own house, so I can put it up. But, you know, a lot of you live in all sorts of different houses, all sorts of different accesses, all sorts of different heights, because I'm sure some of you live in flats. Some of you live, so what I'm suggesting, now, we'd all like a drone, wouldn't we? But wow, they're expensive. Whilst I'm talking to you there, right, now we're just talking about this particular camera that we looked at. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to open that up. So, we're not talking about a, we'd all like a drone, but have you seen the price of the drones? Wow. They're not cheap, are they? Here we are. This is the camera we want. We're not talking about drones that are expensive. So you think, well, all right then, I'll get myself a PlayStation. Wow. You're over £1,000 for a decent drone, a Mavic or something like that, plus. You're talking 500 quid as a starting price for a PlayStation, a modern PlayStation now. You know, then you've got to buy all the bits for it, haven't you? But if you just want to treat yourself, you think, right, what am I going to buy myself this Christmas? You know, or what am I going to tell the wife I want to buy this Christmas? And there's always ways to mount it. You know, even if you put it on a sort of a tripod, picture stand, and point it out your window if you live up high in a flat. If you've got some sort of railings somewhere outside your window or something, you can clamp it to it. You'd find a way with maybe a drill, a couple of nuts and bolts and a G-clamp. You'd find a way of putting it somewhere. So you don't have to have it permanent, just within reach. And remember, all we're doing here on the computer, and all right, we've got a box that goes with it, like a CD player thing, but it works, these things work on your phone. So wherever you are, you can do the same thing. Okay, it's a bit fiddly. We're just going to do it this way for now. But I'm just going to show you how amazing these things are, these cameras are. Now, what you got to get is a PTZ, a pan, tilt and zoom. And you see that's on the edge at the corner of the building, isn't it? You can see that, can't you? So I can move it. We can pan left and right with it. So obviously you'd be very careful where you, sometimes it goes mad and it goes a bit further than you want it to go. So we know now, look, it'll pan. So it'll pan left and right. So you'd have to really think about where you wanted to mount it, whether you wanted to clip it onto. And you can get pretty good ones. You You spend yourself 300 quid, 400 quid. The technology is amazing now. It's not a dry summer's day. The lens is a bit damp, so this isn't going to be the best of at the moment. But we might do something with that. So it can pan left and right, as we've just seen now, look. It can pan right. And because it's on a corner, we can look all the way around, can't we? Yeah. And we can tilt, so we can tilt it downwards as well, so we can look down. So if we want to look at what the bin is doing, we can do that with the bin, can't we? And we can turn that around. So we've done the panning and we've done the tilting. So we can go upwards and we can go downwards. Yeah. So we can look right underneath it if it's sticking over, and as you can see, it's on the corner of the building. So I'll tell you what else it can do. So it's great for watching. If you're by some trees or you like wildlife, you got trees in your garden, maybe just put it in a place where you want to overlook your garden. I mean, yeah, they're all security things, but remember, they are a really clever piece of kit. And they can zoom as well. So let's try and find something and zoom on it. Let's say there was a squirrel or a bird in these bushes, right? Is that a bird in the bushes? No, that thing there, no. But let's say there was. So now we can, whoops, stay still. So now we can pick something and we can have a look at it. And now this is on autofocus. Let's go in a bit more. We can go right in there and say there was something of interest on that leaf. We're going to manually do the focus on that now. Yeah, let's manually do the focus. And you can play with them. You can play with the settings all day long. It's obviously, it's not really the best. It's not really the best day to show this at its best behavior, because first of all there's water on the screen. Hold on, let's work that focus a bit. We're going to change it. We're going to come out of there, pick something else. Come on, let it autofocus. You see, there's a lot of autofocusing. Right, let's zoom in again. Now can you see? No. It's not the best of weather, is it? I'm not getting much success with it. Okay. Right, change of plan. Change of plan. Let's go all the way around here. If that was something, it's because the autofocus is taking. They are. That's it. If that was a bird you wanted to watch, come on. Yeah, you could really, and you can get closer into them. Just a bit. Hold on. I'm not doing a very good job here, am I? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of it. Right, come on, let's pick that. There we are, right. That should be stable. There we are, that's it. Come on. There we are, autofocus, right. So let's zoom right in. Come on. Behave yourself. What's that doing? Is it going to stay there? Yeah, it's going to stay there. So that, if that was something of interest, let's go along here a bit. They are. If that was something of interest, there's a twig or something messing with it. Is there a twig in the way, trying to get the autofocus? Yeah. Okay. No, come on, settle. Is it going to settle? Yeah, it's going to settle. Right. Let's go up a little bit. Can we go up a little bit? Right. So if that was something we wanted to see, you can also digitally zoom it. So let's do this as well then. Let's and we can do this. We can go even closer to where we want to see. We can get right in to where we want to be. If there was, you know, will that go up? There you are. You wanted to see a satellite dish, see if there was a wire connected or whatever, or however. But let me just show you how actually far away that is. What we need to do now is go back to here. and bring the camera out. Bring the camera back out. Look. Look how, wow, isn't that amazing? Isn't that absolutely amazing? What the pan, tilt and zoom camera is. Whether you'd make a bracket on a balcony outside if you're up above, whether you would clip it to a window at your room or something like that. And they're not that expensive, do you know what I mean? 300 quid to get you a half decent one. And the quality, you know, they've come forward so much. Let's have a look at a project we did. We did that wall, didn't we? So what we're going to do, I put a plate on the end of the wall here. Do you remember that? So let's zoom in on that. There we are. Let's see what sort of a poor job I did on it. Yeah, I made a plastic thing there. Now let's get in a bit closer. There we are. We're really close now. So let it autofocus. Yeah, it's autofocused. Remember, it's a pretty wet, dull day, and there's a bit of water on the lens. So let's come out of that, and let's digitally improve that one. And it just shows you how close you can get with the camera. It's amazing. It's absolutely, you know, so if you're thinking of buying yourself, what am I going to buy this year? The wind is blowing it now. It's quite windy, quite a gusty day. Let's come out of that. Yeah, I'll just do you one more thing, I think. Let's go here. Let's go back here. Let's look. And if you've got a street view, even better, you know. If you go further around, let's go around. Let's twist ourselves all the way around. Have we stopped yet? There we are. Oh, no, we're still in the green. Where are we? I don't even know. Oh, I think we should look up, do you think? No, maybe not. Okay. What the... Where are we looking? I can't even... Let's come back out. Let's have a look what we're looking at. Ah, we need to keep going around a bit more. So yes, they are primarily a security thing. But if you've got a fantastic view wherever you're living, obviously with a... Maybe you can see more, you can see the sea, or you're watching an airplane, you know, you're watching a boat, or somebody on the beach, or anything like that you might be interested in. And obviously, as always, try and get the best one you can get. You know, don't always go for the dearest. Try and pick a middle. Come on, focus on that. Try and pick a middle one. So not the cheapest, but not the dearest. Here we are. Let's get in on there. The cars going by are messing with the autofocus. But let's see how far that is away. Look how close you can look. They're a cracking bit of kit. I absolutely, and like I say, you only need one of them, but just make sure you get one that is, I keep this on duty here. Look, I just watch the side here. Make sure you get one that's a PTZ. It's got a pan, tilt and a zoom. And what we've been doing now, you can do on the end of your phone. They get one that connects to your telephone, to your mobile phone. So you can, I can be sitting anywhere. As long as I've got a signal, of course. But I can be sitting everywhere, anywhere I want. And whenever I want to, I can connect to my phone via, you know, however it does it, internet, blah, blah, whatever. And I can have a look around if I want to have a look around. I can even look down if I want to look down. or if there's a particular area, like for instance now, because it also records, you know, if I was particularly waiting for a delivery, let's say, I could wait here. Or let's say you were waiting for somebody to drop something off and you just wanted to confirm it. Well, you could leave your camera there. And you said, put it in the grey bin. Oh, you've got to deliver it. Okay, I'll be home in half an hour, but in between times, put it in the grey bin. Well, you'll be able to see if they put it in the grey bin, won't you? So it's an amazing standalone, just one of them, you know, just buy one PTZ. Obviously you don't do your homework. You've got to find the one that suits you for the distance. As always, try and get the best value for your money, not the cheapest, not the dearest. And we can, with that sits there, look. So if you're thinking what to buy yourself for Christmas, all right, I'm going to treat myself, I'm going to buy something, consider just a PTZ. Think very carefully where you put it, you know, where you can put it, how you can mount it, where you're going to run your wire in through your window or whatever or however. And I promise you, you'll be amazed what these things can see, what these cameras, these modern cameras, and what you can do with these modern cameras is unreal. And I'm sure some of you, wherever you live in, have got some fantastic views of, you know, downhill, or if you're watching the garden. I mean, if you want to watch the garden, you'd put it where you could watch the whole garden. If you've got birds coming to your garden, you want to have a look at that. Bird feeders, you could watch bird feeders with them, couldn't you? So they're not just a security tool. A standalone PTZ is a fantastic toy to treat yourself, and it's not the price of a drone. It's not the price of a PlayStation and all the add-ons. Once you've got one of these, there's nothing else to get. Obviously, you can add to it if you want to, but just a PTZ. Have a look at these PTZs, and I'm sure you'll thoroughly enjoy yourself. Well, I do. I do. That's my recommendation. If you want, the January sales are coming. If you can pick one up with a good discount on it, or a fair discount on it, you know, 15-20% off, then do consider them. Just a standalone PTZ. Start thinking, where would I put it? Where would I get the most enjoyment out of it? Where would I put it and see the most? Anyway, I hope you like my Christmas recommendation. Treat yourself to a PTZ. So I just thought I would add a little bit to that film. Hold on, yeah, because this is also a PTZ. So what this one is, let me just do something. Hold on, let me just do something here now. Yeah, I'm just going to open her up. Right, this is number one. So let's just have a look at the other one, the situation on the other one. I'll turn it this way slightly. Right, let's zoom in on it. Let's have a look at that. We need to go up a bit. Oh, and we need to go right a bit, so we're in the middle of the picture. And then we need to zoom in a bit more. Come down a touch. Hold on, come down a touch. Now, can you see the chicken? See this camera here? Let's have another. There we are. So if you wanted to put a pole up, there was a better view at the other end of your garden, say. This is another. What we're going to do. There we are. Well, this here is another. See that? That's a PTZ. And what this is basically is a scaffolding pole. So we've stuck a scaffolding pole in the ground at the end of the garden, as you might say, and we can see around the back. I mean, at this distance it does shake. It does shake at this. And you see at the top of the pole, this is where we put the chicken in, didn't we? The chicken's there. Do you remember? We made that, didn't we? So let's have a look. And they're both the same cameras. I think, I'm not sure. But they're nevertheless, they're PTZ. You see how it rotates left and right and zooms and goes up and down. So if you didn't have one on your building somewhere because you didn't get the best view, and let's say your best view was the other end of your garden, well, you can easily just, let's change that to camera 2. Let's come out of there. What have we done now? Oh yeah, I know what we've done. Let's just come out of that. Yeah, let's come out of that. Let's put this back where we belongs. Put this here on, we put that there on. Sort of standby generally, keeps an overwatch, do you know what I mean? Just keeps an overwatch. So let's do something else. Let's transfer over to that camera now. And this is that very same camera. Completely different view because it's completely the other end of the property. So, you know, if you're willing to spend some money on a wire, I think the power goes down. You buy the cable with the power in it. Here is the PTZ that is on a pole at the other end of the garden. So I'm not saying buy 2 of them, but it's just an alternative location that you can use this. And you see, there's the other one. There's the one we've been using, which is sticking out to the end of the house. Let's have a look. Let's put it, let's see how we can, there we are, look. Let's go that way a little bit. Oh, right, let's zoom in a bit more. Yeah, hold on. There. See how that's on a bracket? Let's get closer. Yeah. So come on, let it focus. Yeah, let it focus. And what we'll do is we'll come out of that. We'll do this. And this is the one we've just been talking about. This is the other PTZ. And as you can see, look, it's looking towards us. So we're looking at it and it's looking at us. PTZ that I've just been recommending to you. But you can locate them basically as far as, let's go here. You can locate them as near or as far to your property as you're willing to run the cable. And of course, you see, you get out the other one. And I'm not saying buy 2 of them. What I'm saying is, this is just another location to put another PTZ. And again, it's great for, you know, if you've got a place with a great view. Let's oh, should we watch the horses? Where are the horses? Are the horses out today? No, probably not. Probably a bit more sensible. But and we've done this exercise before, but we'll do it again. Let's see how far we can see that way. Let's have a look at this gateway. Let's get right in. Come down a bit. And of course, the further away it is, the more sensitive it is. But let's get right in. Let's have a look at that tractor. Let's see. Well, yeah. Let's oh, there we are. So if we wanted to look something that far away, and again, let the camera settle. let's do this, and let's go in again. Wow. So isn't that amazing? We can see a hinge. I mean, okay, it's winter and it's blowy, so it's not so clear as it could be. In the summer that would be crystal clear. There's probably moisture on the screen or whatever, on the dome or the, but so let's just remind ourselves exactly, whoops, let's just remind ourselves, there we are, let's just remind ourselves how exactly far away that is. So let's withdraw again now. Let's withdraw. Look how far away that is. And again, you know, we can tilt, PTZ, pan, tilt and zoom. And you see, we can have a good look around at what's going on, right down to the corner, and we can look upwards. So if you want to locate one at the end of your garden, oh, here we are, there's somebody coming, look. So let's follow. As it happens, we know who this is. This is Anthony's missus coming in. And yeah, they are a security tool. But on top of that, they are just a fantastic toy to play with. Especially, you know, I'll bet you the location of where some of you live are a very, oh, now and again it does that. It goes mad. So you just not got to click it too much. There we are. You see. And you can just have an overview and see what's going on. Just going to park that there out the way for now. But they're amazing, and I just wanted to add, where are we putting this now? Oh yeah, let's put this one back on duty. Down a little bit. Unless you're an aeroplane watcher, you don't want to waste your screen with air, because nothing's going to happen up there, is it? So I always have it down a bit, trying to look at the place where the most movement is. Yeah, so just a little add-on for you is, and again, these are just these two here. Now these are fixed cameras, but that could also be a PTZ location, or that could be a PTZ location. Again, this is, will we see it? I don't think so, because the other one's on the corner of the property here. This is on the corner of this property here. Yeah. You could put a PTZ there and have a look around. See, that's the pole we've just been looking at. Do you see it there? There was that one was, and there's one watching the garden. But you can put them where, and that's just a scaffolding pole, that is. Linked, dug in the hole, dug in the ground and linked to the building. So again, nice long scaffolding pole, make a connection. Here we are. Again, the garden. This isn't a PTZ, but this would be a nice location for a PTZ, because you could look at the bird feeders if that's what interested you. You could see the birds coming in the bushes, in and out, that sort of a thing. You can locate them anywhere, you know, whenever. Oh, obviously that's the front door one. That's the one inside the Gullwing garage. That's the one inside the garage itself, because it's still dark in there, so that's why it's in black and white. In black and white, but lit up by the infrared. Yeah, so the infrared is still on in there. Or because that car's come, this camera has swung out to have a look. Yeah, so this will settle again now. This will, once it's, and it'll come back to the middle. This is a camera that automatically follows. If it sees something, it'll turn left or right and follow it. Where were we? We've got another one. No, we haven't. Right. So in this case, but I'm only recommending for you to buy one, but this is just 10 different locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you could put a PTZ in any of those locations and enjoy them, you know. So they don't have to be on a building, they can be on a pole, can't they? At the other end of your garden, if that's where the best view is. But one of the good things is, you know, everything is all connectable now, isn't it? Whether it's by a wire or whether it's just a charging wire, whether it's by Wi-Fi, whether it's, you know, I've got a feed that goes into the garage so I can see my CCTVs in the garage. And it also works on the iPad. You've probably got a laptop or an iPad. So if you're in your favourite chair, in your favourite room, watching your favourite channel. Well, I hope it's your favourite channel, Reggie on the Road on YouTube. Well, anyway, get one. These PTZs are great in this particular case. It's just that I can, you know, I can flick through them like this. If I see something, I can, you know, if I see something like the neighbour taking the dog for a walk, I can still zoom and follow, or still look around. So, but if you're down to the one, you know, if you decided to buy one, you don't have to be upstairs in the little room come stroke office up there. You can be in the comfort of your own house, and an iPad on your knee, which you probably do if you're doing any Amazon or eBaying, or, you know, you're doing a lot of searching. You're watching telly, but sometimes you're accidentally, in my case, there's many a time I'm on eBay and I mean to look at something, but I accidentally press buy it now, and then I have to tell Debbie that I accidentally pressed the button and bought it. Yeah, keep that between you and me. Yeah. They're also ultimately togetherable, you might say. So you can be watching your telly, you can have your PTZ, whatever you've decided, you can have it in whatever location you've decided to put it in, so you don't have to be stuck in an office or on the computer with it. I can't show you it working on the phone because I'm using the phone to make this film. But yeah, they connect to the phone, they connect to iPads, you can wire them into your garage, you can hardwire them in if you want to, permanently into your garage, do whatever. They're so connectable and in so many different locations. They're just a fantastic toy to have, especially if you live in a place where there's quite an interesting view. I mean, there must be some fantastic properties in some fantastic locations out there, watching things, you know, things to see, lovely views of all sorts and everything. So yeah, my recommendation is, if this year you're wondering what to buy yourself a half decent, a name that you recognise, a PTZ, and you'll have hours and hours of fun with it.